Welcome back, listeners, to Edgar Allan Poe Revisited, where we dive into the eerie, the unexplainable, and the downright terrifying. Tonight's story comes from a small, fog-drenched town you won't find on most maps, Ravenshallow. What happened there has haunted locals for generations and still leaves many asking, was it madness, coincidence, or something darker? This, my friends, is the story of the Usher house and the night it disappeared forever. Picture this, a crumbling Gothic mansion. Its stone walls streaked with age and its windows perpetually dark. Locals say it stood at the edge of a still black tarn, a lake so quiet it seemed to swallow sound. The Usher family had lived there for generations, but by the time of our story, the family was down to just two. Roderick and Madeline Usher, reclusive twins who rarely ventured out and were whispered about in hushed tones. No one knows for sure what happened to the rest of the Usher line. Some say illness, others claim there was something in the blood, something that cursed them. But let me back up. This story comes from a man who was there, a man who was Roderick's only friend. According to him, Roderick reached out after years of silence, practically begging him to come to the house. The tone of the letter was desperate, filled with ramblings about sickness, strange noises, and an overwhelming sense that the house itself was alive. A friend, curious and a little worried, decided to visit. He described the mansion as, well, picture something out of a horror movie. Towering stone walls, cracked and weathered, with ivy crawling up the sides like veins. Inside, the air was damp, heavy, and suffocating, and every creak of the floorboards felt like a warning. Then there was Roderick. He looked like a ghost of a man, sickly pale, his hands trembling constantly. He talked about how the house seemed to breathe, how it amplified his already fragile nerves. And Madeline, his twin sister, she was worse. She barely spoke, drifting through the halls like a shadow. Now here's where things get unsettling. A few days into the visit, Madeline died, or at least she appeared to. Her illness took her so suddenly that Roderick insisted on entombing her in the family crypt beneath the mansion immediately. Yeah, weird, right? But it gets worse! The friend noticed how uneasy Roderick seemed after Madeline's burial. Roderick started hearing things, scratching sounds, whispers. He told his friend he couldn't shake the feeling that Madeline wasn't really gone. And then came the storm.
It was coming from below. Before they could react, the doors burst open, and there was Madeline. Her gown was torn, her face pale as death, and her hands were covered in blood. She had clawed her way out of the crypt. Roderick screamed, frozen in terror, as Madeline stumbled toward him. Witnesses! Well, the one witness claims they collapsed into each other in a twisted final embrace. And then the house began to fall. The friend barely made it out alive. He said he watched in disbelief as the house cracked down the middle like a mirror, shattering and sank into the tarn. By morning, there was nothing left, just an eerily still lake reflecting the stormy sky.
Now, here's where it gets weird. Some people say the Usher house wasn't just cursed, it was alive. It fed on the madness and despair of its inhabitants until it finally destroyed them. Others think it was all in their heads, a shared psychosis between the twins. But here's the thing. that tarn. Locals swear it's not just a lake. They say it's bottomless, that sometimes on stormy nights you can hear faint screams echoing across the water. And then there's the friend he refused to ever talk about the incident again, disappeared off the grid a year later. Some say he went mad.
So what do you think, listeners? Was it a family curse? A house possessed? Or just the unraveling of fragile minds? Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure: the fall of the House of Usher is more than just a story. It's a warning. Stay curious, stay safe, and remember, sometimes it's better to let sleeping secrets lie.
In halls where shadows whisper low, I rise from crypt where I lay cold, with broken chains and eyes aglow, my vengeful tale now to unfold. Within these walls of sorrowed stone, my brother's sins have chained my soul. I haunt these ruins all alone, seeking justice dark and whole. I am the scream within the night, the echo of relentless fright, the ghostly shade in pale moonlight, the storm that ends the endless blight. Brick by brick our house will fall, crimson stains upon the wall. Road ricks mind my deadly thrall, a spectral curse upon them all. The ancient walls are cracked and gray, midnight's toll my dark ballet. Their madness I shall now repay, in shadows where the dead all stay. I am the scream within the night, the echo of relentless fright, the ghostly shade in pale moonlight, the storm that ends the endless blight.
This has been Edgar Allan Poe Revisited. Until next time, sleep with one eye open.